So even if she never did another movie, she's an influence already.
Oh, 100%.
Among our people.
I would love to start with you taking us back to your first conversation with Martin. And what was that conversation like that made you trust him to tell the story?
He came to the office with 24-hour notice, and he was welcome, and we sat down, and he told us right off the bat, we're going to film here. And he knew that that had been a point of concern for the Osage, that filming in faraway places was going to offend us. I don't know how he knew that, but somehow he did. So when he said that right off the bat, as I said, that was good. That got that issue away. And that's how it went. He addressed issue after issue that we had, and that all had to do with our concern that somebody else, once again, that is not an Osage, is going to be telling our story. And for example, I said, well, our language people are available. He said, we intend to take full advantage of that. He emphasized how he made cultural movies as well, besides the movies that involve violence. He mentioned Silence, a movie he had recently finished, a movie about Kundan, and other aspects of his cultural background, and what respect he had. So it was just that first meeting was a process of a reassurance. He had listened to others, obviously, very well, about our concerns, and he followed the voice that I'd heard others say that I considered on our side, that they were going to tell this story through the eyes of Molly. And also something I liked is one of his producers that was with us said, we're going to make a movie the Osage would be proud of. Now, remember, we come from a history where Hollywood has stereotyped us. And I said to others, I will not stand for other languages, other tribes' languages, that we respect them, they have good ways, but this story is about us, and we have our ways. So they're good as well. And so he said he would take full advantage of the offers for our language and our culture people to spend time with him.
Now, hearing all that, and now for you to see this film, he has also shared that connecting with the Osage people and the leaders was also a huge had an impact on him creatively as well. So, you know, it's one thing to sit with someone and hear all the promises, but then to see them execute it. How proud do you feel that he has executed it and stuck to his word?
He was very connected with the leadership, and we're not a very large tribe, about 25,000 people.
Wow.
And half of our people have moved away from the area. So he was able to identify some of the leaders, chief, of course, some traditional leaders, and asked me to introduce him. So the best way to do it was to have a group meeting. We had one from working with his people, and Leonardo DiCaprio was his partner in this. More than just acting in the movie, he was present during the whole beginning process. And so we brought our equivalent of priests, or traditional priests, to a meeting. We had other types of traditional leaders, and it was interesting to see people be shy.
Yeah.
We had the traditional leaders, men and women, traditional cooks, and so forth. And then we had Leonardo DiCaprio, Martin Scorsese, and everybody was very shy about it, talking to each other, and there I was in the center. And so I said, well, let me try this. And so I asked one of the elders from Gray Horse, from the district, if he would, what do you think about that? He said something, and that started it. So once one of them started, and then the dialogues kept going.
And then people got comfortable.
Yeah, they got comfortable.
I mean, it is a little intimidating to have Leonardo DiCaprio just hanging around, right?
Well, I don't know. A lot of the older folks probably.
Yeah.
They were there being judged, and both sides being judged as a first impression, and it went real well. And then the Gray Horse community itself had a dinner for them. This is before the COVID. Gave them gifts and welcomed them. It was very traditional, like most Native peoples do. Welcome if they want to trust you, which we'd always start out with that anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we started out with respect. They say the old folks did, and it maybe that's been a weakness for us. Still the right thing to do, though.
What was your reaction to when you saw Molly on that screen and just coming that story?
I saw Lily the first time. And the ladies played her sisters. My wife and I were in the trailers, a large trailer.
Yeah.
And they were all sitting there at a table and just visited and wasn't quite sure how all that was going to turn out because just started filming. I said, good luck, and really didn't get to see her in her acting capacity until I saw the movie.
Oh, wow.
But she was a member of our community.
Yeah.
She more than most anyone, was there all the time, was her and some of the other actors and people behind the camera would start showing up. They were invited to some of our winter dances and others, then after the COVID. So Lily was a participant. She'd come to our traditional dinners. She's a regular.
Yeah.
So even if she never did another movie, she's an influence already.
Oh, 100%.
Among our people.
Well, I mean, I feel like they should just hand her an Oscar award for that because she was phenomenal.
You know how when I said that they were going to tell the movie through Molly's eyes, that's big stuff. And I started thinking, how was that? I just think, yeah, she did. She was carrying that whole theme through, in my view, from the movie. And at the end, when realizations start happening, and I can tell you in real life, that's how it was. People that knew them, Ernest Burkhart, and all of those people, I knew people that knew them, and very well. And that realization that it's true. I mean, your own people, your own family, that they could do this and to lie about it and cover it up and live that life. The only reason they can lie about it and live that life is because society let it happen. And in fact, that was almost normal behavior, if you can believe it. And that movie shows it.
Chief Standing Bear, this has been such an honor just to chat with you and hear everything from your perspective. Thank you so much for sharing your insight.
Like the video? Then hit the button, or better yet, drop us a comment. Then check out our latest videos here. And don't forget to subscribe by hitting the button here for more celebrity interviews and entertainment news.